Hi readers, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Katie.
And welcome to Not Another Heroine, the podcast where we break down the best and worst fictional heroines, those swashbuckling ladies who have to work a little harder than expected for their happy ending.
Want to see what's next on our TBR list? Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Instagram for a sneak peek at upcoming content or to help us pick our next book.
It's the pick of the week. Pick of the week. Dun-dun-dun. How can you tell that Katie's had Starbucks?
I just finished my tall latte. I am vibing.
This is more energy than I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I feel like a real human being sometimes, maybe for like an hour and a half. So,
which is saying a lot because we're coming after Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving.
And I hope you all are like 5 pounds heavier because I ate so much food.
No, did you have the sweet potatoes with marshmallows?
Yeah, but how to say this without offending my in-laws? There was like orange in it, and I was surprised, so it caught me off guard, and I wasn't prepared for it.
Orange?
Yeah, it was orangey.
Weird.
I don't know. I've had them that way like once before. Not my favorite, but I will say I had this bussin'. Oh my God. I cannot add enough like B's and S's to that
when
sound.
When Katie turns into her like true Gen Z self, brace yourself, everyone.
Oh my gosh. It was a green bean casserole, which like that does not sound good. It was incredible. Like it was like crunchy on top, but like creamy and like there's just a little bit of green beans to make you feel like you're eating something healthy, but it was delicious. Like
now I suddenly want green bean casserole because we didn't have it.
Oh, it was like a weird thing. I was like, wow, green bean casserole. And then I was like, holy fuck.
Have you've had it before though, right?
Not really.
What?
Because I feel like I've like seen people like talk about it, and I was like, that sounds
God. It's
gross.
Like I will eat that year round.
That's fair. After eating it, I'm like, yeah,
fucking delicious.
It was incredible. So that one caught me off guard. Normally I'm a sweet potato kind of gal, but yeah.
Wow.
Green bean casserole.
I'm glad you discovered it finally.
I am too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did you have stuffing?
Oh, I had so much stuffing.
That's fair.
It was delicious.
I am full of stuffing, or stuffed full of stuffing. There we go. I forgot this the first time. I got too excited about the pun that I forgot the pun.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Anyways, books.
We're here. Books, holidays. It's Christmas time, actually.
I know. Okay, so I walked into Jordan's house and I'm immediately greeted by this giant, like 8-foot tall Christmas tree with sparkling lights. And then I'm informed it's one of 3.
I love Christmas. I love trees. We needed a real tree for the porch because it has to live outside and stay healthy.
Oh, you have a real tree out there too?
No, I want one.
Oh, that's fair.
We'll see.
That'd be cute though. You could just put it in like a big pot.
Yeah. Well, I did try that and I killed the last one I had.
That's okay.
That's why I have fake trees.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, you're just weeding out the hardy ones. Or inverse of that.
Well,
you know what I mean.
We'll go with that.
It's killing the strong.
Yeah. We took a dark turn on Christmas here.
Anyways, green bean casserole and books.
And books. Pick of the week. It is a Jordan pick of the week.
Woo.
Why is it third person suddenly? I don't know.
It makes things more official sounding.
I am so discombobulated.
I think it's because your tablecloth here is blue. I'm used to the pretty pink color, and I think that's what's throwing off the vibes.
I'm not happy with it. This is my supplementary tablecloth until I can find a holiday tablecloth. I am not pleased. Sorry.
I want that whole monologue on a t-shirt, and I'll just wear that forever. This is my supplemental tablecloth that I'm using until I find a holiday tablecloth.
I sound like a psychopath.
But the happiest psychopath. It's okay.
Yep. Okay. We're here. We're here to talk about Whispering Wood by Sharon Shinn.
Nice.
Which just came out about 2 weeks ago.
What? Excuse me?
It's new. I've been waiting for it for a while.
Okay.
Disclaimer, I have not finished it yet. I'm about 60% of the way through, which tracks for Sharon Shinn books for me because she's a little bit slower of
like pace.
It's very detail oriented. There's a lot of world building going on. So it takes a little bit more effort to like read through it and get invested.
Yeah. What other books has she written?
So many, and they're all so good. So she's, I think, most known for her Angel series. I think we've talked about it before. It's called Angel Seeker, The Alleluia Files, and Archangel are the 3 books. There might be 4 books in that series.
Those books sound really familiar.
It's amazing.
Okay, yeah. You've recommended this book to me. I'm looking at the Archangel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't even have to read the other books. Just read Archangel. It's so fucking good. It is sci-fi. It is fantasy. It's like got weird, like not. There's like religious themes, but it's used for world building and like culture. So I don't know. It's not Christian fiction, but it uses. I don't know how to describe it. Just read the book. Anyway, this book is not that. This is pure fantasy. This is her Elemental series. So
this also sounds familiar.
So I think the first book is called Troubled Waters. Obviously, it's about someone with a water fucking elemental power. I know, very unique here. And then this one is about a girl with, I think it's like wood. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So the world that this is set in is kind of like late 1800s-ish, early 1900s type of fantasy setting. So there's like automobiles.
Okay.
Katie's like, I have no idea what you mean by that.
You said numbers and I was like, sure. Okay.
But something I really like about Sharon Shinn that she does is that she like loops in modern technology, but she gives it different names. So it doesn't feel
fun.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like modernism's thrown in there to make the world more relatable. So
is this steampunk?
It kind of has some of those vibes.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. I don't think it falls into that genre, but it's like a cousin.
Okay. Cousins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving theme. Sorry.
Oh my God. I'm not going to make it through this review.
Me either. It's fine.
I'm trying to think of how to sum this up because it builds a lot on the previous 3 books. I think this is the 4th book in the series. The world centers around like obviously a monarchy type of kingdom. There's also these other powerful figures that are the heads of their element, right? So it's kind of like a court system. Like you have the house of water, the house of air, the house of wood. I think there's 5. There's a house of stone. And the heads of those houses, I'm calling them houses because I don't remember what they're actually called. They all have power almost equivalent to the king. Yeah, so they're very powerful advisors and they all have their specific heirs. And it's not necessarily like blood heirs. It's like, does the power speak to you kind of thing.
Oh.
Yes.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's a very unique way to do like power dynamics in the world building. So our heroine is I think wood/stone, and the element matches like personality types.
Okay.
So, yep. There's also this really neat thing in the world about blessings, and there's these blessing coins. So every time a child is born, they draw 3 blessings from like a well or like a little pot in the center of town. It's like a very standard culture thing in this world, and each coin has like a little thing stamped on it, like loyalty or harmony or peace or like strength, that kind of shit, and it's supposed to be your blessing. So in like times of need, you can like go to the local town well and draw a blessing.
Oh, it kind of reminds me of you go to those like hokey souvenir shops and they always have the little like stamped rocks.
Yeah,
that say like serenity.
That's exactly what it is.
That's awesome.
But so like the 3 blessings that are drawn for you when you're born are like part of your character traits and identity, and supposed to follow you through life. Like, oh, I have loyalty and intelligence and that kind of shit.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I really like about this author. She does very cool, unique things like that, and her world building makes you feel very immersed. So back to our heroine, she is very much like a rule follower. I am of the earth, and we do things by the book, and you are not following the rules, so we're not going to get along. She's like the quintessential A student who doesn't have a lot of friends, but all the teachers like her.
A little bit of Hermione Granger up in there.
Just a little, but she's very reserved, very withdrawn, doesn't like to be around people. And one thing that drew me, this is going to say a lot about me. One thing that drew me in when I first started reading this book is that the first scene is she is basically bitching, like has this interior monologue that why the fuck did I have to come to this goddamn coronation because her older brother is the king.
Oh, shit.
Like,
oh,
yeah. But like became king accidentally kind of. And this was established in the previous books in the series. You don't really need to know that.
Okay.
It's a very weird power dynamic. But he summoned his sister. But like, I haven't seen you in 10 years. Our mother's dead. You need to come to my coronation. Meet my wife. Meet my daughter.
Pushy. Okay.
Yeah. And so the book opens up and she's sitting on like a stage in front of all of these people. And her brother's like doing his little speech thing. And she's like, I hate people. Why am I here? How can I get out of this stupid ceremony? And she's like actively finding escape routes. And it was the line where it's like, I hate people. I'm like, I can relate to that.
As you were talking, I'm like, I think I have seen Jordan in this situation doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. So if you are a reserved type of individual, this heroine might speak to you.
Yeah.
It was her pure anxiety of just sitting up on that stage, like, how do I get out of here?
That's fair. I feel like that's a fun way to make her quirky, but actually in like a relatable way, instead of the like, oh, I'm reserved, but I'm also going to go on the stage and talk to people about my beliefs. It's like, no, she wants to not be there.
Yeah, she is actively trying to avoid all people everywhere all the time. And it's like she's always warring with her, like, this is the right thing to do, is to like talk to this person and like make these gestures, but I also don't want to be here. And
get
so,
me out of here.
Yeah, the character's always like battling that. So not a lot really happens. This is mostly like political intrigue, social intrigue. It's a lot of just like, here's a set of characters. Here's the world that they're in. This is what's going on in that world. And the underlying theme is there is illegal import happening in this country of this really strong liquor, like a whiskey. And so it's being, what do they call it? When it's like
bootlegging?
Yeah, like that. Just illegal trading. So it's being brought across the border in various ways, and it sells for a lot of money. 'Cause it's really good. It's super strong. And so that's happening in the background. And then we meet the love interest, because obviously there has to be one.
Is he a rule-breaking fire sign?
He is a fire sign.
How did I know?
So the cool thing here is he is a childhood friend. This is a friends to lovers kind of romance. Again, I'm not all the way through, but it's cute. He's also younger by like a year, so not a whole lot. But
I appreciate that though, because it's normally like the girl's like 5 years younger, and you're like, this kind of feels a little bit yucky, but like, okay, I'll hop on board. But that's fun.
Yeah, so they've been friends for years and years and years, since like age 8 and 9, I think, age 8 and 10. And she hasn't seen him for years because she's been like sequestered on her like estate managing the farm.
Fair.
And then until she's brought to the city. And so they've been exchanging letters for years. Like their friendship is solid.
Letter writing?
No, it's not a theme. It's not. It's not, I promise.
Sure.
I do have a problem with that trope, but it's fine. So she's at the coronation ceremony, and she thinks she sees her friend like standing in the background. But yeah. And so he's this tall redhead.
Interesting.
But like not the icky redhead.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. I'm sorry if anyone's redhead.
Like the Eddie Redmayne or Remain redheads, where it's like auburn hair.
Yeah. But like classic for a fire sign too. Yeah. And so she thinks she sees him, but like also knows that he's involved in illegal activities. Like
forbidden romance?
Yeah. So I guess he's like a privateer. He's kind of like a not gang, but
why
like,
is that so hot?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Like he sells drugs in this world. He sells like bootleg alcohol.
Why does that immediately like, ooh?
And then like there's a part in the scene where he's explaining why he does it. And he's like, oh, it's just because it's fun. I like to break the rules. So like I've tried doing it the right way, but like where's the danger in that?
Or like brain short circuits. It's like, excuse me?
And like let me add a little touch on this little character. His name is Sebastian, by the way. I don't know what her name is.
It's not important.
Valerina or something like that.
Yeah,
Val, she goes by. So he has a Leigh motive, which is what they call cars in this world.
Oh, okay.
But they finally meet up. They go to they meet up at their designated park area that they normally meet at when they're in the city together at the same time. He's like, let's go out on like a day trip. Like, I haven't seen you for years. Like, we need to catch up. I have an Leigh motive. Like, I'll take you to the beach. She's like, well, the beach will take 3 hours. Not in my car.
Oh, God.
And he pulls up in this super hot, like 2-seater convertible. And yeah.
As it should.
I'll just leave it there. Like, there's much more to the plot going on, but I feel like with these kinds of picks of the week, it's really about knowing what the character types are. Like, do you relate to the characters? So if you relate to like a rule-following, reserved character, this is your heroine. If you need like a I break the rules bad boy type, but a little quirky, a little younger, here you go.
Do you have to read the other books in the series to like understand this one, or?
No, I don't think so. I've read like 1.5 books in the other series.
Oh, okay.
It's it certainly helps because there's a lot going on. Like, this is not heavy on the romance at all. Like, I think, like I said, I'm 60% of the way through, and we haven't had any romance develop, just reestablishing the friendship.
Slow burn.
It very much is. And Sharon Shinn does slow burn romances. Her stuff is tends to be pretty clean.
Yeah. But sometimes the like slow burn romance, like
You earn it.
Yeah, the smut isn't the important part.
It's like Pride and Prejudice and book form. Well, I mean, Pride and Prejudice is a book, but well, we all know we're talking about the Keira Knightley hand scene. Like, there we go.
100%.
Yeah. So it was a struggle to kind of come up with similar books to this one.
I was about to say, this kind of seems...
it's weird. Circle of Magic by Tamora Pierce, which admittedly, I haven't actually read the Circle of Magic books by her. I've read all of her other ones, but this series didn't quite.
I'm trying to remember who's in that one, because I know I've read 2 of her series, and I don't know that it's this one. Oh shit, it is this one. Okay, I read these. These are fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's similar. They have like a affinity for a certain type of magic. And they like each have their own story in their own book. Yeah, I read Briar's book.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like that, and also like Shadow and Bone, I think also the element type things and the world is very similar, I would say. But yeah, that is Whispering Wood.
This one's kind of fun. I feel like it's a good like winter pick.
It is. You can kind of ease your way through it, like come back to it, put it down, come back to it.
Yeah, because sometimes you want all the like political intrigue and like heavy reading during the winter time, but like the summertime you're like, I want something cheesy, smutty, and fast. Like,
yeah, this is like sit by the fire, enjoy your Christmas lights, call it good.
I actually feel like I'm going to add the series to mine.
You've said that before.
I
have
know,
been hurt before.
I know. I keep getting like drawn in by these like cheesy Amazon Unlimited ones.
Oh my God.
I can't help myself.
That's fair. I've been there too.
Yeah, it's probably like an addict kind of like, oh, there's another one. Let me try. Oh, this is not good. Oh, there's another one. Maybe this one will be better.
And you keep getting hurt every single time.
I honestly, almost every single time. But it's fine.
We'll just
gorge myself on, green bean casserole. Full circle.
At the end of the day, if you have green bean casserole, everything is fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
So even bad books. This one, maybe not being a bad book. But.
I hope not. I still got to finish it. Well, from
Jordan's
shelf.
We're
saying,
both gonna.
Whose
line is it? I've never even seen that show.
What?
Whose line is it? Yeah, no.
What?
No frame of context.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
From my shelf to yours.
We'll see you on the next page.